10 worst foods that destroy your heart. Humans are born with one heart. This vital organ works to pump blood throughout the body non-stop every day, every hour, minute, and second to keep us alive. However, this hard-working machine is not invincible. Every year, heart disease takes millions of lives globally. While factors like genetics, stress, and age play a role, our diet and lifestyle choices have an immense impact on the health of our hearts. As the saying goes, you are what you eat, and in today's video, we're going to explore the 10 worst foods that might taste bud-friendly but are silently destroying our hearts. These foods are not just unhealthy, but they are downright dangerous and should be absolutely avoided at all costs to keep your heart healthy and your life full of joy and vitality. So, without further ado, let's dive in and find out which foods are the ultimate heartbreakers. Number 1. Artificial trans fats. Trans fat is considered the worst type of fat to eat when it comes to heart health. It is often found in seemingly innocent foods like baked goods, fried items, and margarine, and is far away from friendly. These fats don't merely raise the levels of bad cholesterol, but also lower the beneficial good cholesterol, which in turn increases the risk of heart disease. Artificial trans fats also contribute to inflammation, which can lead to plaque buildup in blood vessels, increasing the chances of heart attacks and strokes. These artificially created fats can also raise insulin levels and increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Simply put, they're like a ticking time bomb for your heart. So, if you want to keep your heart healthy and happy, stay away from anything that contains artificial trans fats and opt for healthier alternatives like olive oil, avocado, and nuts. Number 2. Refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates are another dietary enemy that can destroy your heart in more ways than one. These types of carbs are found in everyday products like white bread, pastries, pasta, and snacks made from white flour. The main issue with refined carbohydrates is that they are stripped of beneficial components like fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing. This lack of fiber can cause our blood sugar levels to spike quickly, increasing the risk of conditions like type 2 diabetes, which is a known risk factor for heart issues. Plus, they can trigger inflammation in the body, which can damage the blood vessels and lead to blockages that restrict blood flow. To keep your heart healthy, it's vital to limit your intake of refined carbohydrates and opt for 100% whole grains that retain their natural nutrients and are better at controlling blood sugar and inflammation. Number 3. Foods high in sodium. While sodium is an essential mineral for our body's physiological functions, too much of it can be detrimental to our heart health. A higher sodium intake can cause our body to retain water, which in turn puts added strain on the heart and blood vessels, leading to hypertension or high blood pressure. Over time, this condition can weaken the heart muscles and increase the risk of heart disease. But where does this excess sodium come from? Well, it's not just table salt that's the culprit, but also processed foods, ready-to-eat meals, and certain breads often loaded with sodium for taste and preservation purposes. In fact, according to the CDC, more than 70% of the sodium in our diets comes from processed and restaurant foods, not the salt shaker. If you want to ensure your heart stays in top shape, try to limit your sodium intake and opt for home-cooked meals with fresh, natural ingredients. Number 4. Processed meats. When it comes to heart health, processed meats are a food group that should be avoided like the plague. These include deli meats, hot dogs, sausages, and even some canned meats. The main issue with these types of meats is that they are highly processed and contain high levels of sodium, preservatives, and additives like nitrates, which have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Plus, many processed meats are also high in unhealthy saturated fats that can raise bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. If you love meat but don't want to put your heart at risk, opt for lean cuts of unprocessed meat like chicken, fish, and turkey as part of a balanced diet. Number 5. Soft drinks and sugary beverages. Soft drinks and sugary beverages are a liquid death. It's as simple as that. These drinks are packed with added sugars like high fructose corn syrup, which can wreak havoc on our bodies and health, including our hearts. Sugar is one of the main causes of weight gain, which can lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity, all of which are bad for your heart. In addition, it can also affect your arteries with increased levels of triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, leading to plaque buildup and heart disease. Sugary drinks like soda, sports drinks, energy drinks, and sweetened teas are nothing but empty calories that provide no nutritional value and can significantly harm your heart. The best thing you can do for your health is to stick to water, sparkling water, and unsweetened teas as healthier alternatives. Number 6. Deep-fried favorites. What's not to love about those delicious deep-fried sticks of potato covered in salt and dipped in ketchup? Or a plate of crispy fried chicken with its perfectly browned skin? Unfortunately, these tasty treats come at a high cost to our heart health. Deep-fried foods are typically cooked in hydrogenated oils, which are rich in trans fats. These artificially made fats not only reduce the levels of good cholesterol in our bodies, but also increase the amount of small, dense LDL particles that are more harmful to our arteries. Plus, consuming too much fried food can lead to weight gain and obesity, two factors that contribute significantly to heart disease. Next time you have a craving, try baking, grilling, or roasting your food instead of deep frying it to keep your heart healthy. Number 7. Ices and sweets. We all have a sweet tooth, and indulging in sugary treats every once in a while is okay. However, regularly consuming pastries, candies, and other sugary sweets is like playing a game of Russian roulette with your heart. These foods are loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined flour, contributing to weight gain, inflammation, and increased risk of heart disease. Consuming too much sugar can also lead to insulin resistance and an imbalance in cholesterol levels. Plus, many sweets are high in calories but provide little nutritional value. Even worse, they can lead to overeating and feelings of guilt. Instead, satisfy your sweet tooth with healthier options like fruits or dark chocolate in moderation. And always remember, a little indulgence is okay, as long as it's part of a balanced diet. Number 8. Red meat. Red meats such as beef, veal, and lamb are high in cholesterol and saturated fat. So, before you dig into a juicy T-bone steak, keep in mind that animal fat found in red meat is especially bad for your heart and arteries and can make you more susceptible to heart disease, strokes, and other cardiovascular problems. While in moderation, it can provide essential nutrients like protein and iron, higher intakes can increase your risk of chronic health problems. A better option for your heart health is to choose lean cuts of meat and limit your portions to no more than 3 to 4 ounces per serving. You can also swap out some red meat meals with plant-based alternatives like beans, lentils, tofu, or tempeh to boost your intake of heart-healthy nutrients. Number 9. Flavored, full-fat yogurt. Yogurt can be a super source of nutrition. Eating it regularly might protect you from high blood pressure. But watch the kind you buy. Flavored yogurts are full of added sugar, which is linked to weight gain, high blood pressure, inflammation, and heart disease. They also tend to have less protein and more carbs than plain yogurt. For the healthiest choice, go for plain, unflavored yogurt and add fresh fruit or a small amount of honey if you need some sweetness. For an extra dose of heart-healthy benefits, choose yogurt with live and active cultures to improve your gut health and boost your immune system. Number 10. Canned soup. Soup can be an easy way to get more vegetables, protein, and fiber into our diets. However, not all soups are created equal when it comes to our heart health. Canned soup often contains high levels of sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure and increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. Additionally, cream-based soups can be loaded with unhealthy saturated fats that can clog our arteries and put us at a higher risk for heart disease. The healthiest way to enjoy soup is by making it from scratch, using a low-sodium broth and fresh whole ingredients. If purchasing prepared soup, be sure to check the label for the lowest sodium and fat content available. Remember, the journey to heart health involves not just eating the right foods, but also avoiding the wrong ones. By limiting the intake of these 10 foods, you can reduce your risk of heart disease and improve your overall health. However, as we always say, before making any major changes to your diet, it's essential to consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian to create a personalized plan that fits your specific nutritional needs. And remember, moderation is key. We really hope this video has inspired you to make healthier choices for your heart and overall well-being. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content on heart health and nutrition.